Hello, I am Grog of Vox Machina, Thunderbringer, Lord of the Storm Herd, and defeater of gods, dragons, and occasionally mind flayers. I am here on my own, unfortunately. Scanlan had apparently some business at the Ruby Coast, some new special interest he had to go see, who knows. But I'm here, been sent a starter deck, whatever that is. I rolled really badly on this, for the Critical Role Heroes of Exandria set, where I'm going to get to look at one of the characters and maybe take a bit of time to break it down and talk about it itself. Now, obviously, if you're going to be bringing new people into a game, and if you want to keep them and have them interested in what's going on, then of course you need to be bringing them in with a character like Grog. Simple, easy, best character, most handsome member of Vox Machina, and of course, just absolute powerhouse. Who else can do triple digits of damage in a single round to a literal god? So of course UVS must have gone with such a powerful and bellowing figure as their starter character. So the character we got is Percy! I don't want to open Percy. No. Goddamn fancy ass prick. So, Percy is the inventor of Vox Machina. In not the sense he created Vox Machina, in that he creates a lot of powerful stuff and has also some very suspicious items in his workshop, including water that burns. I did, however, recently find out that it wasn't the water that burned, it was what was on my hands interacting with the water. But Percy could have warned me about that, but didn't, the prick. So, in this Percival starter deck, you will get 60 card deck, a paper playmat, some instructions, and everything you need out of the box to learn and play this game and have some fun with it. That sounds great. I only have 8 intelligence, but I can tell that this is a great starter for bringing people in if it had a better character. Just saying, you know, just saying. So, as the grand poobah of all this and that, let's take a look at all of this and that. We have a paper playmat, which has your progressive difficulty, your zones for your character's momentum's discard on one side, and then on the other side of the mat, we have a quick setup and how to play guide. For more in-depth tutorial on how to play, check out UGN. You can find stores and events near you, as well as a link to the Diz app and the Learn to Play site of UGN, available through the QRs, and that has just been updated with more detailed breakdown of cards, more detailed breakdowns on how to play, and making it much easier for new players to consume what cards are, the different card types are, and how they interact. As a person who struggles with big words, seeing that on the site made it a lot easier for me to digress what was doing and allowing me to not hurt my head and just keep raging. So the 60 card starter deck is basic, simple and easy, and designed in a way to allow players to kind of grasp the basics of the game. The only unique card in the deck, I believe, is the character Percy de Rolo Pepperbox Sharpshooter. 6 hand size, 22 health, very squishy, very killable, very Percy, just whack, get down. But this is a character not designed for the main game. This is a character that's just been designed to be a starter character, bring people in, get people involved in the game, and allow games where you're learning to go a bit quicker. But the cards in the deck are actually very solid, very good. And if you just swapped out this Percy for the Percy in the main set, you would still have a very good deck. Percy is an inventor pack-bound Vox Machina. Still got that cheeky pack-bound even though his deal with Arfax is broken. I wonder why my character didn't have it, even though I did make a very cool deal with talking swords. I have an issue with talking weapons. It's a whole thing. Has air, death, and order as their symbols. Makes a lot of sense. The amount of times this human has died and had to be saved by us, it makes sense that he has not got that. And enhance, remove 1 card from your discard pile. This attack gets +1 or -1 speed. This is surprisingly powerful for a starter character. It allows you to get a bit more of a feel for making attacks hit harder, interacting with your discard, and triggering other abilities. But I'll come into that a little bit more when we look at the cards. Attack wise, we have 2 rare attacks. The Bad News Bullets. Stun 2. This means that when you if you use the Stun 2, you force your rival to commit to foundations. It has lovely reminder text on here, which is great for starter decks. Having the reminder text on the cards will tell people what these abilities do. Blitz is an ability that happens at the beginning of the enhanced step. So after the attack's been played and before you use any of the enhances, like we see on Percival, you resolve your blitzes, which is if your opponent is at 10 or less health, you get to double this attack's damage. Being a 6 speed for 6 already, if your opponent's below 10, you get to double the damage, and then this attack just becomes lethal on face. Very bad newsy. Bad news is just a kind of cannon designed to rip people apart, but I'm not allowed to use it because I'll abuse it apparently. What's the point of being chaotic neutral if I can't just sow chaos wherever I go? One of the big selling points of this deck is the fact you get 2 Science Bros in it. Science Bro is a free cost foundation, so you need to check against a free, which is the bottom corner, when you play it. Unique ally tech with response. After you remove a card from your discard pile, your attack gets +1 speed and +1 damage. And response, after you remove 1 or more cards to pay a cost, draw a card. With responses, after you remove 1 or more cards, this attack gets +1 damage, +1 speed. And response commit, which is what the little symbol here means. After you remove 1 or more cards to pay a cost, draw a card. This works very well with a lot of characters that are still quite strong at the moment and can just feed into it, as well as having very nice art on it with Percy. And then the rest of the deck kind of just feeds into this aspect. We've got some assets. This is the first time I think we've seen assets in a starter deck. Assets are a key part of the game. You cannot commit them to pass checks, but can have very powerful abilities that allow us to kind of pop off a little bit more. So we have the list. Unique tech weapon. After you play range attack, it gets +1 speed, +1 damage. And after a backup is destroyed, commit this to draw a card. So all the attacks in here are going to play around Percival's ability. So we can see here we have the ranged tech with the Alchemist Satchel Toss, the Bang Bangs, golem batterings, a good range of difficulties and check values. All the cards with Percy's face in it. And now in the star decks, we're also seeing backups. Backups is a new card type which was introduced last year. And this is the first time in a starter deck that we've seen backups. I've not seen backups in any form of pre-constructed deck. Of course, Vox Machina would not be as famous as we are now if it wasn't for Sean Gilmore. So having Sean Gilmore backing up Percy makes a lot of sense. The art is amazing, pulled from the Vox Machina Origins comics, as well as some other amazing artists coming in. We're seeing some found families. A lot of Percy cards, including Prison Noble, a very powerful card. Tarot readings, a good mixture of Mighty Nine and Vox Machina cards here. A very cool deck and a great way to learn this game. This is an amazing product, and I'm hoping the Critical Role fans that I've been talking to and I've seen this product are going to give this game a chance. I'm now going to go have some fun with this makeup on. It took me way too long for me just to leave it on a 15-minute video, but I'll catch you all in the next one, and I'll see you at game night. But hopefully not Percy. You get out of here. There we go. Boom. Instantly made your deck better. Done. Bye.